Okay, here we go.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, here we go, everybody. Welcome back to the Canadian Bro Show. And if you listen to one of our 3 Bro Show songs, thank you, Chris Wright, my old teammate. Canadian Bro Show. Sorry, Trent. I love it. I love the
Don't
Brit.
care.
Yeah, my name is Pauly. I'm the host, and he cares about most things, and I'll introduce him shortly.
Not that.
He is, even though he doesn't even know how to put. Anyways, I'm not a school teacher. This is Paul Bale. I'm the host, really the host of the most, but the founder of the Canadian Bro Show. This is the second iteration. All basketball from the Hoopjunkie, Pauly and Rowley. First iteration is all Canadian. Pauly and Johnny, basically pop culture in Canada. Thank you very much for joining us. This is our second season on all basketball from the Hoopjunkies, Pauly and Rowley. We like to talk about Canadian basketball. We like to talk about basketball. We like to talk about female basketball, WNBA. We like to talk about the NBA, FIBA, the Federation of International Basketball Association. The backdrop photo that you see is the team that my very last team that I played when I was part of FIBA. In 1999-2000 season, the London Towers, the championship multiple times that year, the London Towers. Very happy to be a part of it. An incredible team. And more importantly, I want to talk about this handsome gentleman to my left and your right is none other than
Somebody
the
behind
legend,
me?
the legend, Mr. Trent Rowley, the co-host of the most. Woo!
Yeah.
Well,
How are you guys? How you doing?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Yeah,
Life is good.
Life is good. And, welcome back to the show. Oh, that looks so much better. You can see everything now, eh, Trent? So,
Yeah.
honestly, we're excited to be back. This is our second season. The Canadian Bro Show, we've done about 95 episodes in a year. And looking forward to this new year and adding about the same, if not more. If you have seen our show before and you're welcome back, thank you kindly. We've just noticed between 88 and 92% of people that actually watch our show, and thank you very much for taking the time out of your busy schedules to watch that you're not subscribed. So we would just kindly ask you, if you're not subscribed and you enjoy this free content on the Canadian Bro Show podcast, we would really appreciate it if you subscribe, like, share, comment, and tell your friends about it. In the meantime, it's free. You don't have to, but it would really help us out, and we really appreciate it. But this episode is our basketball iteration, all basketball from the Hoopjunkies, Pauly and Rowley, and it is the second season. It is episode 37, and in the second season, we are on week 7. Trent, it's crazy, man. I know you're busy at work. I've been watching more basketball than I watch normally, and I have not seen, personally, I have not seen a basketball started this year, and the amount of points, the amount of people are getting buckets, and averages since the early 80s, and in fact, it's more. I don't think there's a time, and we can check this out later. This might be the most prolific scoring start of the NBA season that I've ever seen. And I've been watching basketball in the NBA since 1969, believe it or not.
I believe I saw a stat the other day. I think I saw a stat the other day that said it was for points per game, league average was 3rd all time right now.
Oh, is it 3rd? Okay.
2nd or 3rd, I can't recall, but they showed it on the game the other night.
Do you remember what the other team was?
No, it was just the season. It was one of the seasons was
in the 80s, early 80s.
Yeah, it was early to mid 80s.
Run and gun, man, when Denver was averaging 144 games.
Yeah, it was, but it's 2nd or 3rd all time right now for points per game.
Incredible.
Yeah. So
I love that aspect.
But
I love that aspect. Trent and I are both sports enthusiasts. We're athletes. We love basketball. We love all aspects of basketball. But being basketball players, we always, like everybody else, enjoyed playing fast-paced run-and-gun basketball.
Oh, for sure.
Funnest basketball to play. And when you're playing it at a high level, and in a synergy of team, it's amazing what you can do with the right character, the right talent. What I'm seeing so far is remarkable. It is historic in my opinion.
That's impressive.
It really is.
No
I
question.
mean, one record that just pops off the top of my head, and you tell me if you can follow up. I got a bunch. But SGA, the Canadian point guard, the best point guard in the world right now, is leading his team to a 20-1 record. Trent and I, in the very first episode, 6 episodes ago, we both said that they're a very good, opportunity to beat the last record of how many games was it? Was it Warriors or the Bulls or the Lakers? 71.
Well, the Warriors are 73. The Bulls were 72.
Right,
So,
and the Lakers 71.
Yeah.
So as it stands right now, they're on pace. If they can continue their pace, which is highly unlikely, but the way they're playing is remarkable. They're playing 10 deep. We've talked about it every episode. So not to reiterate that, but for those that are not watching basketball or interested in basketball, if you want to watch how basketball is run properly in the NBA, the highest league in the world supposedly, watch SGA orchestrate their offense and look at how the coach utilizes the talent they have. It is extraordinary.
Yeah.
And it's nothing fancy. It's just highly unique. Would you agree, Trent?
Yeah.
It's quite
Yeah,
incredible.
the ball. Yeah, I mean, when they really get in trouble is when SGA gets into some of the James Harden kind of Houston Rocket moves where it's dribble, dribble, dribble. But when the ball moves, he's going to get his buckets anyways. But when the ball starts moving, the players move. They have a talented player at every position. They're deep. I could see them getting to this record. I'm looking forward. It's Tuesday night. After we're done tonight, I'm gonna go upstairs and watch the Thunder and Warriors game.
Oh, yeah, me too.
starts.
I got it
So,
earmarked.
yeah,
Right.
so, they're the best team. And when you watch them play, they're the best team, period. You don't even have to have the best player, because the best player is Nikola Jokic. It's not SGA. But the
No,
best
it's true.
team is OKC.
And
So,
Trent and I talk
it's
about this. We always
unbelievable.
talk about, instead of saying who's the best player in the world, let's just say the best 5 players in the world is a little bit more fair, in that you can say the best center, the best power forward, the best forward, the best shooting guard, small forward, whatever. The best
Right.
point guard's SGA, and the best center
Yeah.
that I've ever seen, aside from Wilt Chamberlain. And I never saw Wilt play, but I did meet him in person and had a great conversation with him for an hour at Kids Beach one day. He was my favorite big man of all time, then Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, of course. But honestly, I've never seen anybody like the Joker.
Did you see what he did the other night in the quarter? He set a record for having like the triple double or whatever he had in just the quarter. It's just nuts, man.
In the first quarter.
Yeah, it was nuts.
A
Unbelievable.
triple-double in the first quarter.
Yeah, he's unbelievable, man.
I
Just
mean,
an unbelievable player.
It's just...
And they lost. And then they lost.
it was he fought like...
Oh yeah, he played hard, man. It was a good game.
He plays like a dog, Trent.
Yeah.
He just...
Yeah.
I mean, people say, oh, he's aloof, he doesn't care, he cares more
Yeah,
about
man.
his horses and his beer and whatever. That's complete bullshit. He is a total professional. He's the best player in the world right now. And all of the NBA guys, everyone, all of the big-time players, all the best players in the world are all sitting back and going, my God,
Yeah.
this is crazy what he's doing.
Yeah.
So
He's in
honestly, for the
yeah.
sake of basketball, Trent, I just hope he stays healthy.
Yeah.
Because the next section, we're going to go into fantasy, and then, let's talk about WNBA. You got some interesting news, eh?
Well, they did the 40-day extension for the CBA, so January 9th, I believe now.
When was the first extension supposed to go?
No,
Today?
yeah, it was like a month ago. No, it was like a week ago or something,
And so
something
what
like
was
that,
the issue
in
with
between
that?
shows. Well, there's just some of the, I guess, the fine print. I'm thinking it sounds like, from what I've read, from the articles I've seen and the reporting I've seen, the reason they did the extension was because they do feel like they're close, like very close to getting this done. Big thing is like, as of right now,
The Players Association or the
yes,
or both?
no, the Players Association. I think they're no, but in general, they're doing this together. It's not one or the other. It just sounds like they're a lot closer than it has been.
So it's
from
encouraging.
what I've seen. Yeah, exactly. So the extension was done more to, I think, kind of finalize these negotiations, and I think they're close. And then when I see what they've been offering, I mean, the players should be jumping at it. I mean, the one I'd like to see the one change, so I'll go through it. As of right now, the minimum salary in the WNBA is $66K. The maximum that's going to go up to $220K. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then the max salary right now is a $250,000 supermax deal they can give players, right?
Which
250K,
what?
sorry.
Like, how's that broken down?
Well, it's the ones that like Kelsey Mitchell,
like
when the
maximum,
Indiana Fever.
But how many
it's
years?
the maximum. Well, I don't even know what the years is. It's just that's the maximum you can pay.
Within the salary cap
structure. Yeah, it's what you can pay them. And then now the max under the new deal would be 1.1 million.
Wow.
I mean, okay, what are we doing? But the one difference is, and I do agree with the Players Association, is they don't want the fixed cap. They want the cap like the NBA has. So what that means is that the salary cap is directly determined by basketball-related income. So now, because right now, if you have a fixed cap, there's no real opportunity for salaries to go up at a good rate if their league's making a lot of money, that kind of thing. At this way, if they do it the other way like the NBA does it, well, if the league's doing well then the teams are doing better. That means they can pay players more. The salary cap goes up.
In an ideal
they're getting paid.
But it
yeah,
seems
but that's the idea,
that's
right?
where it's going, though, right?
Yeah, but that's what it sounds like. The Players Association, that seems to be kind of the last caveat that they want, is that they don't want the fixed cap. They want the basketball related income type cap that the NBA has, and that goes into
no kidding, eh? Like,
well, that goes into jersey sales and all the other stuff that they aren't getting a piece of, right? So it's on paper. I mean, the money part is, I mean, you're going from a 66K to 220K, and you're bringing in 5 new teams in the next 2 years. So if you're a new player, you're coming into the league, you're gonna make a minimum of 220K. Well, you can play for a couple of years and be, invest your money properly. You never have to work again. I mean, let's be honest, that's a lot of money, $220,000. So to play basketball.
After tax, depending what state you're in, but
depending what state. But again, I think it looks, from what I've read and what I've seen reported by the people who are the experts kind of thing, that
it's encouraging. It's a step in the right direction.
It sounds like it's very encouraging what's happening right now. So that's a good thing.
Which is where they need to be, right?
Yeah. I mean, you have Golden State, or you have Portland and Toronto that still haven't got to do their draft, the expansion draft yet, because of this. So that holds them back.
When is that happening?
They don't have a date because it has to. The CBA has to be done before they can set the date. So yeah.
Is there a time schedule on that CBA being signed so they can get everything done?
Well, this extension is to January 9th. So
that's not too bad.
If they can get it done before or by then, I think, like I said, it sounds like it's basically, we need a month here to just ratify these little things, and I think they're pretty close. So
cool.
So let's hope, because I mean, come on, guys, your league hasn't made money, and you're going to get paid a minimum of 220K. But I'm with you. I'm with them on the salary cap. The salary cap should be directly reflected on how well the league is doing, not a fixed cap. I agree. That's a business. That's how businesses work. So I'm with the Players Association on that. So I think they're both given a bit, and yeah, I mean, let's see it happen. Hopefully, I don't want to be. I already missed a full season of my girl Caitlin because of injuries last year. I don't need to miss another season because of strength.
It was disheartening, but I tell you what, with losing the best female player in the basketball in the world, arguably, and seeing what their team did and battled what they did
they were overtime away from.
It was absolutely remarkable basketball. The hair in the back of my neck stood up. Trent and I were texting, we're talking on the phone the whole time. We were just like, "Are you kidding
Game 5?
Me?"
That was a great game.
And then people started fouling out, and someone got a hammy, and it was just
Well, Kelsey Mitchell went down at the end. That was it.
Right?
You knew they had no chance.
So I want to go. That's great, and thank you for that update. Let's go right into just the NBA. There's just so much here. So much. It's the 7th week. Yeah. But to clarify things before we move forward, I have to talk about injuries. Now, we bring it up every week, and people say, "Oh, these guys don't have true content because they're just saying the same, they're rehashing the same stuff." We're not rehashing anything.
It's the biggest issue.
We are commenting on the compounding of such an extraordinary amount of injuries in such a short period of time, 80% of them are soft tissue injuries, which is unacceptable. And then all the organizations are saying, oh, it's because we don't have time to practice. Bullshit. Bullshit. Okay? It's bullshit. Don't believe
These
it.
guys.
Pardon my French. This drives me nuts. Now, let me just finish this because I'll just start it off. One of my favorite players, I was so excited out of Duke, who was coming into the league, and I've never seen anything like him. He's a monster. He's like 6'8". Probably at that time he was probably 275. But he had a 40-inch vertical, and he was a man-child. And 7 years later, he is yet again injured, soft tissue, hammies, calf. And even though his weight's down, Zion Williamson, once again, injured.
Oh, yeah.
His entire career with an abductor, he's out 3 to 4 weeks. And I feel for the kid. I really do. I don't know what the hell's going on in his mind. I don't know who is training him, who his chef is, what his family's doing. I'm not really sure.
Gotta get out of there. Gotta get out of that voodoo down in New Orleans.
Gotta get out of there.
Gotta go
They
somewhere.
gotta trade him before the deadline of the new year. In the meantime, in fantasy basketball, quickly before I get into injuries, I gotta talk about injuries because you won't believe this.
Oh,
You will
I believe
after
it.
I tell you.
I have them all.
And I already told Trent in the pre-show, but in fantasy, if you need to pick up anybody, Sadiq Bey is playing top 60 in 9 and 10 category leagues right now, and is playing out of his mind. I used and abused him last week because I played 4 times, and he played unbelievable. I cut him for Sunday and Monday to maybe pick him up because they're playing 4 games. The vast majority of teams are. I'll get into that later. But injuries, when Zion goes down, Sadiq B, you got to get him. Bay. Derek Queen, I brought him up probably 4 weeks in a row. If you haven't watched this kid play, he is going to be a superstar.
The potential's there, that's for sure.
And then even Jeremiah Fears. I love the kid's last name because he is fearless. He's got cojotes that are platinum. And he can't shoot, but he's explosive. And they're exciting. For the worst team in the NBA, maybe the second worst team, probably the worst team. They're just horrible. But, with those 3 players in the starting lineup, I can actually watch a little bit of their games and enjoy it. And I picked them up. But again, if players go down, but listen to this really quick. I'm going to bang through these really quick. You're not going to believe these numbers. 30 teams in the NBA. Atlanta, 8 teams. Boston, 3. The Nets, 6. Hornets, 8. Now, this is a roster per team of 15 players. The Bulls, 12 players. So they're into their contracts. They're into their the other leagues, The Cavs, 8 players. The Mavs, 9 players. The Nuggets, 5. And 3 of those 5 are the players that they spent $300 million plus on to carry them into depth in the season. They're already gone at 7 weeks. Terrible. Pistons, 5. Yet 5 is not bad. The Warriors, 8. Rockets, 5. Pacers, 8. Clippers, 8. The Lakers, 3. That changes. It's on fluid. This is all fluid, but this is a lot. Grizzlies, 8, which is ridiculous. Heat, 5. Bucks, 5. Pelicans, 5, as I mentioned. Knicks, 7. Thunder, 6. It doesn't matter. They go 10 deep. They got 15 players, and then they got a couple of contracts on the junior leagues. Got Magic, 3. Paulo is still out. 76ers, nothing but tragedy with $500 million sitting on the bench, looking bored out of their heads. Can't wait to get back to their podcast so they can light one up and have some vino. 76ers, the Suns, 6. The Trailblazers, 7. The Kings, 6. Spurs, 6. Wemby, out again. I hope this is not going to be a continuation of the young man's career because he's special. Raps, 5. Jazz, 9. Wizards, 8. 450 roster spots per 30 teams in the NBA, and 200 plus players are injured. And this is just the start of the 7th week. So let me ask you, anyone out there basketball, if you can comment for us, Let us know anything that we don't already know or have discussed or perplexed about like everybody else. Please enlighten us. We would really appreciate it. And we will answer every single comment, as we always do.
Zion Williamson is on his way right now. If this continues for the next 2 years, let's say, he is on his way to becoming the biggest number draft bust of all time. Number one pick of all time. Oh no. Oh dude. Nobody hyped like this.
Bennett, the Canadian Bennett.
Okay, guess what? That was a stupid pick. I don't blame that on Anthony Bennett at all. That was just a dumb pick. I blame it on
the GM who got fired for that pick.
Okay, but Olo Conde, sure, turned out not to be a great pick.
Come on, you don't like the candy
Zion.
bag?
I'm talking about Zion. That guy was pumped up to be the next big thing. He'd be the biggest bust maybe of all time at number one. Easily. We'll see. I don't even think it's close.
We'll see.
It's crazy.
I
hope
agree
not,
with you.
because he's so much fun to watch.
Yeah,
he's such a talented player.
I don't hate the kid. He seems like a nice kid.
Well, he's so
talented.
He
needs like a change of a few other players. They need to change his scenery, and they're going to be traded. They need to be.
Something's got to happen there. Yeah. He's
it's
just
really sad. Look, we're not belying injuries. We're not trying to make fun of players or say, we're 60-year-old dudes and we don't play ball anymore, and what do you know? No, we're just trying to communicate content that's valuable and ask you and everybody else, why is this happening? These guys stay in plush hotels. Every team owns their own
private planes.
Their best
physiotherapy teams, diets, dietitians, trainers,
12 assistant coaches.
Access to a gym 24 hours a day. I mean, come on,
I really don't get it. So please, if anybody could share or enlighten us at the Canadian Bro Show, all basketball with Pauly and Rowley, could you just put it in the comments?
Speaking of injuries, Jalen Williams will be coming back for OKC. So
he's already back. I watched him. He played last night.
They're 20-1, and they get him back.
He played last night. He actually played pretty well.
Yeah, he'll be fine. So.
Yeah, no, they're awesome. But I mean, I just had to bring that up. And just on a side note, before we get into fantasy, I was reading this today. This is just, I mean, some things are really funny, and then some things also can be equally as tragic. And we did mention this in the last episode about Ben Simmons, probably one of the more maligned players in the last decade of NBA basketball. I mentioned in a previous episode, I think the last one, the one before, he's made more money than anyone in the history of the NBA, still being legally allowed to play, but only actually playing 36% of the games. And if you look at his per game salary, no other player in the history of the NBA has made as much money as he has per game. And that just shows you how sad that is. And you know what he's just said? He got interviewed because I guess he's really lonely. And because he's not in the league anymore. And he's not in China or in EuroLeague. He's now saying that if the Sixers give him a call, he'll play for free.
I mean,
come on, man. Honestly, I cannot believe it. Tonight's game that I want to watch, Trent, after this, Knicks and Celtics. I don't know if you mentioned that game.
No, I'm watching the Warriors and Thunder. That's what I want to watch.
I'm going to watch both. I don't know about both, but we'll see. But, just getting into, do you want to talk about, I can do a little bit about fantasy basketball. On just a waiver. There's not a huge list, but I think there's a couple of guys that you could really benefit. We do a weekly segment on fantasy basketball because Trent and I have 8 teams and Trent has 2 teams, and we play 9 category, 10-team fantasy basketball, and we do a weekly event called Connected, Waiver Wired. And not a lot of action because it's a weird week, and last week was a weird week, and there's a ton of injuries, and really not a lot of players. There's a lot of players that are on 2-week contracts from the G League, and they just pick up someone on a roster spot that's open because they get refuge from injury report, and they're just filling anybody. But Colin Gillespie, I did mention him a couple of weeks ago, a backup point guard because of the injuries in the Suns. He played unreal last night. He had 28 points, he had 9 assists, shooting a 3, and he's getting minutes. And even with their injured backcourt coming back, he's still playing. If he's still available, grab him. The problem is the Phoenix Suns in Week 7 only played 2 games, so don't grab him. Don't grab Allen, who just came off the injury reserve because it's 2 games.
Yeah.
So don't bother. Deuce McBride for the Knicks.
I just snagged him.
Out. He's coming off the bench and he's just jacking.
But he's getting a lot of minutes too off the bench.
He's getting usage.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, he's definitely getting the usage there
so
right now.
If you need a combo guard, point guard, shooting guard who's playing 30 minutes, get him. He's worth it. He gives you threes. Another guy I brought up that Trent was like, I don't know, he's Canadian, so we like to talk about his Canadian Bro Show. It's all Canadian basketball from the Hoopjunkies, Pauly and Rowley. Is my man Dylan Brooks just went off against the Lakers last night.
Yeah.
Watched the game, 33.
Yeah.
And he is just absolutely woke up one day and said, "This is real."
I just dumped them because they only play one more game this week.
I know.
I was just like, hey, I got to get some more games in here with all these injuries. Sorry, Dylan, but
I'm going to dump him tonight.
The problem with him is, like we were talking about, he'll have a game where he scores 35 and gets 1 across the board for 35
Absolutely.
points.
And
Does
so
nothing
good
else.
point, Trent. But the thing is, there's only 2 games, so I let him go tonight's game.
I did too, yeah.
And then I dump him and I pick up someone that's got 3-4 more games.
That's what I did. I picked up McBride. That's what I did. So.
Right. There you go. Yeah. So exactly that. And Dylan Brooks has been playing really well.
Yes, yeah.
And what else we got here? I think that's pretty much it for the waiver wire. There is more, but let's get into freestyle, Trent. Let's talk about hoops.
Well, I would also
add East first, or you want to bring up something else?
I would also add Tumani Camaro is not a bad ad right now for Portland.
Yeah, you like him.
He had like 6 threes tonight against the Raptors.
Yeah.
Plays 35 minutes. I mean,
I think he's underwhelming. I like him, but
he is. He's a guy that you're just going to pick up when, like you said, it's hey, I got 5 days left in the week, and hey, these guys play 3 games. I'll go snag this guy because I'm going to get 3 games in 5 nights, and he's probably going to play. He doesn't sit out game.
Well, you know what's interesting about Trent's comment is, and this is where a deeper philosophy into fantasy basketball is, why is Trent talking about a guy that is, he's not quite there yet. Another 2 years in the league, he's going to put up some nice numbers. He's really built for the NBA. I like his energy. He seems like a nice kid. And he's perfect for Portland. They're playing well, by the way. But the reason why they're really playing well is they have a player that nobody's talking about. And the best Israeli player in the world, coming out of the World Cup and the World Championship, played his nuts off, if I'm allowed to say that. I don't think that's nuts could be anything, really. But what he's done, I picked him up out of my 8 fantasy teams. I've got him on 4 of my teams. And I was getting him in the 6th and 7th round, if you can believe that. Those that do fantasy basketball is unheard of. Couldn't believe it. And he's been going ballistic. He had 38. He had 14 rebounds, 12 assists, 5 threes, a couple of steals, and 2 blocks. Everybody is feeding off this guy. He is lighting it. He is going to be an all-star this year and possibly the most improved player in the NBA. And that's why Portland's playing really well. But I think the other thing that Portland's playing really well is Tiago Splitter coming in as a lead associate head coach, because Chauncey is, I think he's going to be okay. I think he's going to be arrested on this.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do in that situation.
I hope he doesn't, because I like Chauncey, but you know what? Whatever. But Tiago's, I just want to give love and credit where credit's due.
Yeah, man, for sure. I agree.
I really like what Portland's done. They're exciting to watch. And the other guy I want to talk about is Jeremy. He's the 6th man. He's coming off the bench. I haven't seen this guy play with this sort of two-way game. He's always been a very suspect 3-shooter. He always shot the ball very poorly and very inconsistently, but he's playing two-way. He's getting 3 blocks and 2 steals. He's getting 5 stocks, 4 stocks in a game, and he's hitting threes, and he's coming off the bench. And let's face it, their bench is shallow. Shaden Sharp, another Canadian guy that's playing great for Portland, is also injured. One of the injured players I was bringing up earlier. But good point on Portland, though, Trent. And Kamara is
Well,
definitely.
the other thing, hey, the
someone
last
to
thing on
keep an eye
Portland too, though, is we have, because we're Canadian, Shaden Sharp's averaging 21 a game. He's not available in
great.
most leagues,
Yeah, he
but
played
he's
great.
playing. He's really improved his
very much
mid-range
so.
game. Not the greatest three-point shooter, but
Not
can
yet.
get to but can get to his spots from 15 feet away and hit those mid-range jump shots. So, and he can fly.
People don't realize. Good point, Trent. And he's got a 42-inch vertical. If anyone doesn't know what that means, he's 6'6", and he's got a 42-inch vertical. So, oh my God, that's Daryl Duncanstein. You remember him? Dr. Duncanstein?
Yep. Dr. Duncanstein.
Right? 45-inch vertical, 6'3".
Yeah.
Just insane. So do you want to start in the East and
Go
just
for
talk
it.
about the teams that are catching our attention?
Sure, go for it.
Well, I'm addicted to the Pistons. Where last year I
Yeah.
refused to watch them, and
Right.
this year I picked up Cade Cunningham in one of my teams. In my drafts,
Nice.
8 teams. I didn't get any picks in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, or 6th position out of 10. I got all of my picks, 2 of them in 1st, thank God. One's injured, Wemby, unfortunately. The other's the best center in the world. And then I got 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, all of them. And 7th pick, the first one I got, I was like, oh shit, who am I going to get? Edwards? Maybe. I was hoping Luke was going to fall. That didn't happen. And Luke is, by the way, probably the best shooting guard in the NBA right now. Certainly number 1 scoring in the league. But Cade Cunningham fell to me at 7. And I was like, my God, I don't even know anything about this guy. And he's injury prone. Holy shit, I'm so glad I got him.
I picked him at 7 too.
Did you?
Yeah.
I think you
In
told
our
me
first
about that,
pool.
and that's why I took it. But
Oh,
my
dude,
God.
he fills the stat sheet up, man. Like he just fills the stat sheet up.
He really does. And people don't realize how big he is. He's 6'8", 225,
Big
long.
guy, man.
And he's really a cool cucumber. He's calm. I just really like him. I didn't really know anything about him before. You said he was great already. I believe you.
Yeah, man. Really good player in college too. Great player in college too.
And the synergy that he has developed between young Jalen Durant, who I said could be a 2020 guy in the NBA, and if you've watched his last 7-8 games, you'll see what I'm talking about. He is just
Man child.
Oh my God, man!
He's up for contract too this year.
I know. Oh, look, they can't get rid of that guy.
They can't let him. They better let him sign him to.
Alperen Sengun is struggling with Houston a little bit right now.
Yeah.
If you had a choice at GM at 23, they're both 23.
Yeah.
Who are you going to pay?
I think it's probably. I honestly, that's a tough choice because it's systems, right? Too.
Yeah, the players are different as well.
If I'm running a system that I want a big man who's an actual traditional big man, foul line in, has a little bit of a touch but blocks shots and do that, then it's Durant. But if I want a center who's kind of more modern day now that can shoot the odd 3, handle the ball, dictate the play and I think that's what's happening in Houston right now with the struggle is having Durant has taken the ball out of his hands a little bit, and I think he's kind of trying to find his way a little bit.
They're starting 4-7
Well,
footers, Trent.
It's just the way they're playing.
And they don't have a point guard.
Yeah, the way they're playing, it's just not suited.
He's not getting the rock where he needs the rock.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Because Durant's number 1 option, offensive.
Right. You have to think the guy's a pretty good player when guys around the league were calling him Baby Jokic, right? That was kind of his nickname.
I love him, but I didn't ask you that question because
it's a flip a coin. It depends on the system. I would,
so
if you wanted a traditional
who
big man,
for
me personally, right now, I would take Durant. That would be my choice just because of the upside. So
honestly,
that's my choice.
Only other player at 23 that I would pass up Sengun is Durant because he's an anomaly and he's such a young man, and the way he's built.
Oh, he's a man child. It's crazy.
But he's got Cade. He's got Cade as his point guard. If Cade was on Houston, I'd take Sengun.
Yeah, that's what. Sure. It's 2 different players, but they're both so young and so good.
You're right about your comment about the systems and the team.
Potential of both is so high, which is good for the league. So good for us as fans, right?
Oh, I just love them. I love them because
the Pistons are still rolling, man. But hey, the Raps are right on hot on their tail. So they kind of blew one the other night against Charlotte, but they did win tonight by 3, I think, against Portland. So
don't tell me anything about tonight's game. I've been so busy.
Okay.
I haven't seen any games.
And I mean, Miami really seemed to have taken a bit of a jump
Let's
here
talk
this
about the
last
Hawks
couple weeks.
before we go Miami.
The Hawks, yeah. I mean,
Because Trae Young's out.
Yep.
The leading scoring and assist point guard combo in the NBA last year. And he's been out with a knee contusion, or whatever you want to call it, knee sprain, because it looked bad. And I'm glad he's okay.
Yep.
They've been playing without him for 9 games, 10 games, and Jalen Johnson has completely taken over the league in the East.
yeah.
And what he's doing is unbelievably remarkable.
It shows that they don't need Trey to win games. Trade that guy. Trade him for like a boatload of picks.
Maybe, but honestly, you know what happens in the NBA when a guy like Jalen
I know.
Johnson goes off?
Yeah.
He's injury prone, bro.
Man,
And
let's not talk about
I don't
that.
wish it on anybody, but he plays 50
Bad
games a
juju.
year.
I know.
And if he
It's
goes
been
down, what's Quinn
Yep.
gonna do, man?
I know.
But he's playing incredible, and he's
Yeah.
almost averaging a triple-double the last 5-6 games.
I know. He's been going crazy.
And then the next one I want to talk about. Now you brought up, who's the next worthy on the East? Do you think the Knicks? Or
Yeah,
what?
it's probably, well, I mean, I think as I said last episode,
I think the
the
Knicks
streak
are a better
that,
team.
yeah, I think the streak that the Raptors had was great, but you have to make sure you go look at the teams they played in that 10 games, and there's only 2 really winning teams. The rest are pretty fledgling teams, and they got to play twice, right? Like, so I still think the Raptors are going to be there. I think the Raptors legitimately can finish in the top 6 in the East and not in the play-in game. I really do firmly believe that. I think they're good enough. But I would say
if
the
they
Knicks
keep
are
their
probably
team
the
together,
next.
there's rumors
I would-
that they want to trade quickly.
I don't know. He's playing great right now. Played great
Well,
tonight. So
I mean, that's when
But-
they're waiting for him to play well,
Yeah.
so his stats are good, so he gets
Well, we'll
good
see.
value back.
But
And so, you know what the rumor is? Who they're going
Yeah.
for?
What?
Minnesota.
Yeah, 4.
It's only one player.
We're not getting Anthony Edwards in Toronto.
No.
So who are
I don't know.
they?
It's a rumor. There's a couple of
Who are they
rumors.
trying to get?
Well, I heard Memphis trying to get JJJ because he's not playing. He's coming out soft and under his record numbers. He doesn't
Yeah.
rebound. He's a 7-footer. His 3-point
Yeah.
shots flat. Memphis is losing. They might just want draft picks. And
I'd give
they
a first
lack
for
at the
him.
point guard because I think they're going to trade Morant.
I would give up a few first-round picks for Jackson
Oh, so would I.
in a minute.
Absolutely.
in a
But
minute.
would you give up quickly? I mean, your man
Yeah, why
Snape's
not?
there, but
Shit.
they're gonna get someone from that backcourt, and I think it would be like Scottie Pippen Jr. and you know,
I don't want anything to do with John Morant. So no, thank
Ja.
you.
You trade Ja for a boatload.
They
Some
should, but
pathetic team and get rid of him now and get as much as you can before he's done.
Yeah.
He's got
Who
one
wants
foot out
him
of the
right now?
league, in my opinion.
I know it's crazy.
But he's talented, mofo, right?
He's super talented. It's ridiculous, but
Yeah, it really
I
is.
mean,
He's ridiculous.
get
don't
it
even wanna
together,
talk
man.
about him.
But I think the Knicks will be the next one for sure. I mean, they're battling injuries and they're right there. I mean,
OG's
and Boston
down, but
even
they got more
Boston's
depth, right?
even Boston's even kind of turned it around here this last 10. They're 7-3.
I
think
think
maybe-
it's because Pritchard's finally woken up a little
Yeah,
bit. He had a
yeah.
really slow start of the
Yeah.
year, and he wasn't
Yeah.
used to starting. He was a 6-man. But honestly, the big man, Kita, that they got, the big 7-footer, who's played so well for Portugal during the World Cup, he had 19 and 18 and 5 bucks the other day before he turned his ankle. And they're playing 4 games, so I picked him up on 3 teams. And I have a tendency, Trent, I don't know about you, I have a tendency to go a little bit bigger because if I can get a big that can shoot threes and block shots and get steals, then I get and shoot good foul shots and field goals. I get everything and more because my guards are all and my forwards are all prolific 3-point
Right.
shooters and scorers. That's my philosophy. I'll go bigger than
Yeah.
smaller. Bigger gives me better shooting percentages if they're shooters that can shoot 3 and have good foul shots. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The Bucks. You mentioned the Bucks in
Oh,
last.
they're
in week
struggling,
6.
man.
What's that?
They're struggling, dude. They're
Oh.
like it's a like Is Giannis out, or is he going to get
No,
traded?
he's back. He's back now. He's playing a couple games, but the
you
problem
know,
is they're relying on Kuzma, and Kuzma is very inconsistent. The backcourt is decimated. Now I love Hollins, and he's played really well for them. His numbers are unreal. He's leading. He's second steal leader. He's number one in deflections, second in the league in steals, and he's held down the backcourt really well. They got Porter Jr. comes back, gets 30, 6 and 6, and then fucking blows his hammy.
Yeah.
And that's what he was out for, groin hammy. And so, I mean, you come back, you show that you want to get paid, but Rollins, thank God I got him. But, you know, you picked up Green. I saw that you picked up Green.
Yeah.
You were desperate for threes, I guess, but he's playing well.
He's playing well. He's playing like 35 minutes a game, and he rebounds the basketball.
Yeah.
So
and he played.
He had a few double doubles with like one game he had like 7 threes. One game he had 4 threes. I mean, he gets like he'll get 6, 7 rebounds. So for what I was getting, and again, as people, when Paul brings up fantasy guys, and you bring up a guy like him. Again, usually a guy like him, you're just picking him up for a couple weeks, because I mean, for me personally, both the teams I have I have one team that all the injury slots are full, and the other team, the 3 injury slots are full, and I have an injured player on my bench that I can't cut. I can't cut Zion Williamson, and I'm not cutting Jalen Green, and the people,
so
and
it's
just craziness, and Sabonis. Like I'm gonna, you know what I mean? So. These
really
guys are
quick,
fill-ins
just to let
for me
people
right
know,
now,
the viewers know, if they're not fantasy, whatever. We only have 13 roster spots. We've got 3 injury reserve because we're in a 10-player league. And there's ways to utilize those injury reserves in a positive way.
Yeah.
And a rent-a-player for the week is what Trent's talking about with AJ Green, because he's a specialist. And they call him, what's his nickname? Have you heard his nickname?
Who's this?
AJ Green. They're calling him.
Derry Bird. I've been telling you that I was telling you that last year, man.
It's like this.
It's a great name.
Just kept on going.
Derry Bird, man. It's a great
I heard
nickname.
that the other day. I was like, oh, is that before
I was telling you that
broken
last
nose?
year. It's a great name.
And he goes, is that before the broken nose? And he was interviewed, and he goes, yeah, I've had my nose broken 3 times. It's always the same way for some reason, because his nose is just like this way. I don't know if you've ever had a nose broken.
Nope. I have not. Which is pretty surprising.
Who else?
With this
In
big
these
guy.
Caps. What a mess.
You know what? The Cavs for me, I'm done. They're just boring. They're a really, really good team.
They're just all the time.
They're just boring. They're
Garland's
just boring.
injured again.
It's the same.
Allen's
It's the same.
injured.
It's just the same shit. I'm done with them. I'm done. It's because
Hunter is injured every second game for some mystery injury. The only guy that's performing is the best defensive center in the NBA and the running gunning guard.
Mitchell's playing great too.
Yeah.
But I'm done with them. They're the same. It's the same conversation every time we talk about Cleveland. Even think about last year when they were first in the league, right there with OKC for the best record for the longest time. We talk about them, but what was the comment we'd make? Well, let's hope that they're healthy for once in the playoffs and see what they do. And what happened, right? It's typical. It's just, I'm done with them. It's boring. It's like the same shit, different pile every time with those guys.
I only got one player, and that's Allen, and he fractured his non-shooting hand.
They ain't winning anything. So
no, it's really unfortunate because last year they were on their way to win 70 games, and Garland went down with another injury with his toe.
Turf toe.
Oh,
yeah.
Don't even. Honestly, if I hear that again,
crazy.
I'm gonna jump off my balcony.
Oh my god, it's
my
just
balcony
nuts.
in Vancouver is 15 floors. I won't do that, but this balcony is only a floor, and I'll probably still do damage.
The fact that the Bucks are, 9-13, right? It's like I'm sure they'll get it together, but at the same time,
they're in the East. Look,
and
even if they get healthy and they have to go through the play-in, it's better than nothing.
And then Philadelphia,
good Lord.
Again, injuries. Guys come back and play 2 games.
Of Big Africa and Paul Podcast George sitting on the bench, bored out of their heads. It's just, honestly, I feel for Nick Nurse. And by the way, they were in a double overtime win. I watched the whole game. It was incredible.
Crazy,
And they're in the second OT, and Paul George has got the ball out of bounds, and Nick Nurse is running up and down on the sidelines, and he fucking T, and then the players are doing T, and all three refs are looking away, and they don't see him, and he's yelling out. And they're trained. I'm a ref, you're a ref. We're trained to pay attention. It's a second OT. They're 50 minutes into a game. And Paul George doesn't even call a T. And he's a veteran, and they know before they do the out-of-bounds play that they have a T available. And he doesn't do it, and he throws it in, and the guy heaves a shot that's 1 in a million shot. It's like...
So he would have been totally prepared if he saw that T on his podcast, because that's his time out to stop to go hit the hookah between
he'd be prepared,
sets.
But he would forget about it because he's so baked on the blunt they're smoking during the show.
Such a chucker. He is such a chucker. I've never been a Paul George fan. As a chucker. He is a chucker.
Dude,
so.
if I'm Nick Nurse, and I know Nick Nurse, he was just livid.
Orlando seems to, and the other one team I'd say is because we don't need to talk about the bottom ones. I mean, after Milwaukee, but Orlando's actually kind of gotten their poop together without Banchero. Yeah. Again, they did it last year like this, and when he comes back and Bane's starting to play, Bane and Black. Those are the two players that have
double B's.
Both of those guys have
Bane and Black.
Those two guys have been really carrying them here this last 2 weeks. Like Bane finally started playing.
I picked up Black with conviction on 4 teams. Right. And Bane, I've been waiting patiently for him to wake up.
And he did. He did. So
good point, Trent.
Yeah, but
go West, bro.
Again, well, I mean, who we should talk about first in the West. So.
Let's talk about the one that you wanted. Let's talk about OKC, the best team in the world.
12 straight. 12 straight games.
They're on pace for a 78-win season.
I want to see 74. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see 74
Canadian point guard?
You got to have a ring.
And they got a Canadian starting 2 guard.
Because 73 without a ring don't mean a thing, as Scottie Pippen said. So you can't. It does. Oh, it does. So
if you've got a contract that's heavy bonus.
But I mean, what's scary about OKC, and we'll talk about it down the road again anyways, the scariest thing about them is they have so many first-round picks. Like right now, with the way the league is right now, they will have the Clippers first pick. So if the Clippers were in the lottery and got the first pick overall, the OKC Thunder are getting it. They're getting the first pick overall in the draft if it was the Clippers. It's crazy.
Only because the Clippers falling apart so early as they have. Otherwise, that wouldn't happen. But it gives you another reason why their GM is just brilliant.
Presti is he's just on another level, dude. He has just played the league. This is such a dynasty.
It's the best run franchise in the NBA.
They have such an opportunity to be the first dynasty in a long season.
We said that last year. Trent and I said this last year.
It's there, man.
36 episodes ago, Trent and I, our very first episode in season 1, we actually talked about this, and we thought OKC was going to win the West End.
But they have a chance to be one of the first dynasty type team, winning 2-3 in a row again, and then winning 4 or 5 in 5 or 6, in 8 or 9 years with the depth they have and the youth they have because of these draft picks too, right? It's crazy.
And one of only 2 teams in the NBA that goes 10 deep on their roster.
And then you got your Lakers, man. And I would say the same thing about the Lakers. If I was a Lakers fan, I'd be a bit tempted because the schedule hasn't been too difficult for the Lakers. They've been playing a lot of New Orleans, Sacramento teams like that lately. But you got to beat those teams too. So you got to beat those teams too. Yeah, you have to beat them, right? So your record is going to be reflected on that, and especially early in the season. If that's what your
LeBron didn't play for the first 12 games of the year or something.
He's barely playing now. He's like the third wheel.
And it's going to happen for the rest of the year. I mean, look, if he plays next year, I'd be surprised. The only reason why LeBron plays next year is waiting for his son to come out early and get drafted. So he can go.
Okay, you can put that in there. I'm sure. Sure, it maybe might, but they're going to hold the Lakers hostage to draft his other son. The son he's got now shouldn't even be in the league. Let's be honest.
If LeBron was, if LeBron was traded, which I would highly recommend doing before the end of the year,
Yeah.
I would also trade his son with him and,
Yeah.
and hope that they can all play together for one season.
Yeah. Well, I'll
The
tell you right
shittiest team
now,
in the NBA. Maybe
the other
maybe the
reason
Wizards.
he will not.
Maybe
And again,
Charlotte.
I get your reasoning with the sun thing, but my reasoning is this. And I just had a conversation with a friend of mine today, and we started laughing because it's so true. This guy, his ego is so big. There is no way he would finish the season. Let's say he finished the season this year, right? Finishes the season. There is no way that guy says, midway through the summer, you know what, guys, that was my last. This guy craves the attention. He will not retire without getting his little farewell tour with all the gifts.
Like, who
it's
cares?
not happening, dude.
Who cares?
So it's
I
not
don't care.
happening.
I don't care.
It's just like
But-
last night. Hey,
what-
nice last night, eh? He comes,
No.
he's in the game down 25,
Yeah.
and he stays in the game with 6 minutes left so he can get his 10-point
Yeah.
streak.
Anyways,
Give me a break.
Look,
Shows you why he's only got
just
4 titles.
Anybody that watched our show for
LeBron's.
the last 2 seasons will know that Trent's not a
What
huge
a
fan of
farce.
the King.
He's a great player,
and
but
it's
he's a
unfortunate. No, he's one of the greatest players in the history
great player.
of the NBA.
No question
That's
about it.
In their
So,
history. It's very simple.
Yeah.
And if I'm a Lakers, I'm
Not
not
top
giving him
five.
$55 million next year. Okay, I'm not. I
He-
would trade his
he's-
ass for a bucket because there's still teams out there who will pay for him.
So I'm with you. So I think both those things are true, Paul. I think he plays one more year so he can maybe play with the other kid as well.
Yeah.
But he'll announce it at the start of the season because he wants that farewell tour to celebrate his greatness, and that's who he is. So it's
He's
not
already
happening.
great. I think it's
Yeah,
already
but-
he's already celebrated. I mean, there's nothing more he can really do. The only thing he's trying to do is one more championship.
Yeah, not
That's the
happening.
only thing he's interested in.
Unless the Lakers get like Marketing or another real big addition.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
I mean-
they're going to go after him. It's not just him.
Well,
There's a few others. They're talking
But
about.
hey, let's be honest. The best thing about the Lakers right now is Luka's going crazy. He is just
Yeah.
playing out of his
well,
mind.
don't forget about Arkansas.
No,
Hillbilly.
he's Hillbilly Mambo's playing great, but Luka Doncic is playing out of his mind right now. He is
He's
just
playing-
on another level
well,
right now. Doncic.
It's
This
what
is the
happens
best
when
I've
you
seen him play.
when you don't drink beer for the summer and you lose 35
Dude,
pounds.
this is the best he's played. This is the best he's ever played in his career right now. He is unbelievable right now.
He's
Like,
on a whole different level, bro. He's
such a great player for a guy that
really
size.
is.
Unbelievable for a guy that big.
And
he's,
people don't realize he's 6'8", 235.
yeah, he's
and he's
a
broad.
big man. Yeah, I mean he's playing unbelievable. Like I'll watch Laker games because he's a fun player to watch. He's just a really
Oh,
good
yeah.
player. So
I love Arkansas Hillbilly too. I'm a big
Yeah.
fan. In fantasy,
So-
I told Trent I was going to draft him in the second and third rounds, and Trent looked at me and he shook his head and he goes, "Wow."
but you didn't draft him. You got him even later because nobody
I got him.
drafted
I got him
for a
in
while.
third and fourth round.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I got him
but
on
yeah,
6
he's playing
of my
great.
8. I got him on 6 of my 8 teams, and I just looked at my thing. I'm in first and 2 categories.
Yeah.
I'm in second and 2, third and 2, 2 and 4, 1 and 5th, 1 and 6th.
I think most, and then you got a guy like Hachimura, who's shooting the lights out because every shot he shoots is a wide open jump shot. You can just stand somewhere and Luka or somebody creates a shot and he's just shooting wide open jump shots. He's living the dream right now. That guy.
He does shoot efficiently. It's the only thing he does.
He is,
And he
yeah.
averages 2.8 rebounds a game.
Yeah, I know.
And he's
For
6'9".
6'10" guy. Yeah. Give me a break.
Anyways, he's trade
Yeah.
bait because
I-
they're gonna make a push for Claxton, the
yeah.
center Claxton with the Brooklyn
Yeah.
or
Yeah, from
Markkanen
Nets, yeah.
with the
Yeah.
Jazz. They won't have to pay a boatload for Claxton because they can just give them shrubbage.
And Angel want a
Brooklyn
boatload
wants
for
first
marketing
round-
though.
What's that?
Yeah. Angel is not going to take nothing but a boatload for marketing.
Well,
He's not.
he wants first. They might have to
Yeah.
give 2 firsts for marketing, and that's all they have.
Yeah. Well,
So
well then
it's
next you
all
got
in for
Houston.
LeBron.
Next you got Houston. I mean, I think they're still trying to. They have their
Figure it out.
moments there. I think they're still figuring out all playing together with Durant. I mean, there's lots of talent there. Let's be honest. They'll be fine. They'll be there in the end. You're gonna have to beat them. If you're gonna win the West, you're gonna have to.
They're going to beat
you're gonna have to
themselves
beat
because,
Houston. Yeah, so-
unfortunately, they play 4 7-footers in their starting lineup, and everybody, as soon as it goes to Durant, the whole offense stops, and that's why Şengün is not being involved. Durant is their first primary scoring
Yeah.
option, and they've
Yeah.
got 7-footers, 4 7-footers, and the
Yeah.
other 4 7-footers, one's a third pick
Yeah.
person to
Yeah.
shoot,
Yeah.
Jamar Smith.
Jabari Smith,
and
yeah.
the other 2 7-footers, Şengün should be the second option.
Yeah.
But it's just not happening for him right now. He's really
Yeah.
struggling. And then
Well,
you
he was
got
so
Big
used to
Kiwi,
playing-
right?
Yeah, he was so used to playing like a point forward, right? And now he's
Yeah.
not playing that position. And
He's
Jabari
like a
Smith
poor-
is
he's
actually
like
playing.
a poor man Jokic.
I would say Jabari Smith Jr. is playing some of his best basketball as well right now. He's playing really well
He
this
is,
last little
but
while.
he's only been
So,
in the league for 3 years, 4 years.
I know, but I'm just saying he was picked as a high pick. He was a top 5 pick. So I mean, he's coming
I like him.
in. And then
I
hey,
like Jabari.
I celebrated last week because I was wrong.
Yeah.
But the Spurs, man, they're still doing it. 14-6.
Man, without Wemby.
Still plugging away without Wemby. 6-4. They just keep winning a week. Every 10 games, they're 6-4. They're 5-5. They're 7-3. They're always winning. They're just a couple games ahead of that 500. And the fact that they started out so good, it just shows you that how important the games are at the start of seasons. People take those for granted. Well, that's where you can pile up some wins because teams aren't really ready to play, right? And that's what San Antonio did for sure because they were like 9-1 to start. So
and Dylan Harper's not even playing well.
Exactly, yeah, and Castle either. He's hurt. So right. So I mean, and
shows
then
you how
Denver,
good they can be, and that's what I said at the beginning of the season. Now watch out for the Spurs, and you're like, nah, I don't think so.
No, I said they'd be fine, but I didn't think they'd be where they are right now. I thought they were playing.
Especially without Wemby?
So without Wemby, I was like, they're done. They're playing.
And Wemby's got a calf contusion, by the way.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a calf on Wemby, so I don't really know what that means. Does that mean it's an Achilles tendon?
It seems like the thing to do is go to Germany for stem cell, and you'll be healthy forever. So I mean, these guys like craziness. And then you got Denver. Obviously, we've already talked about Jokic. I mean, we got to give a love to Jamal Murray. This is probably the best he's played on a consistent basis without being hurt.
He's healthy and he lost
5
weight.
years.
Yeah.
Right? Again, lost weight, got in shape. Yeah. He's a good player. They're a great 1-2 punch.
And he's Canadian.
He's
Canadian.
And then Minnesota. I mean,
and
there's
Cameron
actually
Johnson, by the way, just a quick mention.
I was going to actually bring him up. Yes. Yep. He was
I
finally
picked him up
playing.
on 2 teams, and then he went on had a dud last night.
But he has been playing better. Like we talked about him a couple weeks ago, and it was like it's just kind of disappointing. In the last couple of weeks, he's actually playing quite a bit better.
It's amazing when you got Gordon and Brown down, so it's about time he starts to wake.
Yeah.
He probably sees, hey, I've got an opportunity to get 17 in a game.
And like how many open shots I can shoot with playing with this guy, right? Like I mean, man, just go find the spot.
Right? He looks like he's just.
He looks exasperated. He's exasperated out there.
Pissed, man.
Oh yeah.
But he's
that
so
guy's
professional.
He's
so professional, and he's the best basketball player in the world right now.
Yeah, he's insane. And then you got Minnesota, who seems like they've kind of woken up a little bit. I know they've been only 6-4 in their last 10, but before that they were 8-2, and they kind of they started out like we were both kind of surprised, going, "Hey, these guys are in the play-in position right now." They were in like 9th for a bit. It's like, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" So they seem to have gotten over some hiccups. Randall's playing good. DiVincenzo as starting a point guard. That seems to have been worked. Too. So
Vincenzo's playing well.
And then Phoenix. Phoenix is kind
of don't forget the bean pull forward that no one talks about on
Nas Reed. Yeah.
No. Nas is finally waking up. I'm talking about McDaniel.
Oh, David McDaniels, yeah.
Oh
yeah,
my God. He's playing
consistent.
He's playing the best.
Yeah, he's playing really well.
Right. He's never been, but he's playing.
But he's playing well.
He's ever played.
Yeah.
I mean,
I agree.
That kid can put it together.
And then you got
Clips. Don't even mention.
Then you got Phoenix. They've kind of they've jumped up here this last week. 2 weeks playing, winning games.
Yeah.
And then Golden State still at that 500. That's what they're going to be all year. I don't think they're more than a 500 team. Honestly,
I think they're a 600 team. I just think once they get Curry back, Curry's averaging 28 a game. Turning 37, and he still has it. It's and he's not the only one injured. They're really, I think they need one big man, and they are also trying to go for Laurie the finisher.
Yeah. And then you got Memphis and Portland in the 9 and 10 spots with 9 wins right now and 8 wins, right? And then you got, again,
Portland's a better
team
than those two.
When you look at these standings and you see that Utah has 7 wins, which is the same amount of wins as Dallas, which is 2 more wins than Sacramento and the Clippers. I mean, holy.
I know, it's crazy. Hey, a shout out to our Canadian big man, Mountain Man, for Memphis. I have to mention him because Zach Edey had 32 points. They had him down for 21 rebounds at the end of the game, but then they changed it to 19 the next day. So they got a little overzealous. But it was 32-21, and he had 5 blocks, and he shot 68% from the field. And our Finnish coach, who I'm really starting to like, because he stood up to, Gangster Ja, and he's finally recognizing that nobody can stop Mountain Man. He is an absolute beast on the offensive boards. I love him. I'm so happy for them, and they're terrible, but please play them because nobody can stop that kid.
Yeah. Yeah, he's. It's good to see him getting a more of an opportunity, more touches.
And he's Canadian, eh?
Getting up and down the floor, and Canadian
he's
kid.
Well, and he's motivated.
I mean, hopefully we have him. We didn't have him in the last Olympics, so hopefully we have him this next time coming up. So.
Yeah, and on a final note, somebody posted on social media, and they did. Instead of the All-Star game is doing an all-world team versus.
I know, I've seen that. Did you see the starting five for the world team?
Holy shit, man!
Did they kill America?
Oh
the starting five for the international team?
They're better.
They're way better. It's crazy.
So some other dude who's probably Canadian goes out and he puts all the Canadian players in the NBA, and people don't realize there's like 30, 33.
31.
Well, I mean, in and out. But on the roster, you can only do like 18 and whatever.
Yeah.
And so you got to diversify between guards, and they're more guard heavy, but we do have bigs. And if you look at the Canadian team, they got a bronze in the World Championships just a couple of years ago when they lost to Germany, and that was the third place at the FIBA Championships. It was the World Championships.
Yeah.
And Canada, nobody expected that, and people were like, on ESPN and all.
Well, Germany
shows.
won. Nobody expected that. So.
Well, no, nobody expected Germany to win 2 in a row. Come on, right?
Yeah.
But my point is that if you look at the roster that Canada can put together, people will be looking over their shoulders, man. I mean, we're talking Serbia, Greece.
Again, we have a good roster, except for the fact that where we are the weakest is bigs. And skilled bigs. We have guys like Powell, guys who can fill a spot. We always have had those guys, but we just haven't had those skilled bigs. Edie's a skilled big.
The only skilled big we got is Zach Edie. I agree.
Yeah, I mean,
we need to get some rock star that's playing EuroLeague and nationalize him as Canadian.
The international five. So let's just do this real quick. The center was Nikola Jokic. The power forward was Giannis Antetokounmpo, whatever his name is. Okay. I believe the point guard was. I think the point guard was Shea. I think the shooting guard was. Luka. And I'm trying to remember who the small forward was. It's like, this is crazy. It's not even close, people. It was nuts.
Denny Avia.
Yeah, maybe him, but it was somebody else. It wasn't him in that five. No, it wasn't him. But he's there.
Denny was on the roster though of the Euro.
Oh, he's on the roster, but I'm saying the starting five that the guy put out. I just started laughing.
But
yeah. Well, then they got Joel Embiid just trying to hey, I can play on the international team. No, you played in the American Olympic team, tool. You don't get to come running back saying you're from Cameroon. Screw you.
Well, let's
we don't want you. So.
Anyways, I think we should wrap it up, Trent. We're
man.
A little over an hour. It was a really good content show. Thank you kindly. I thought we've got good continuity. We've got lots of content. Pretty fluid. We've got a new backdrop with my old London Towers team from 1999-2000. That was my last team playing professional basketball. And an epic team. Great group of teammates. Best team I've ever played on. Second best team. Well, tied for the best team. Let's put it that way. And then our logo's up top. All basketball with Pauly and Rowley. And thanks again for joining us. So if you enjoyed this show, please subscribe and like and comment. We'd love to hear from you. It just really helps the algorithm. It helps our channel grow. We're on the onwards and upwards to 500 subscription. And we're going to get there. The question is when. With your help, we'll get there sooner than later. In the meantime, thank you kindly for joining us. My name is Paul Bale, the founder and host of the Canadian Bro Show. The handsome gentleman to my left is the legend, Mr. Trent Rowley, the co-host with the most. And thank you for joining us. This is the second season of All Basketball from the Hoopjunkies at the Canadian Bro Show podcast. And it is episode 37, week 7, lucky number 7. In the meantime, everybody out there, before we go, be kind, be friendly, give the person that you love a hug, and tell them that you love them. And then ask them to give you a haircut or take you for dinner. Because that's at least what they can do for a loving spouse or friend.
Right. Remember, being kind is free. Being an asshole is free as well. So,
On a positive note, I like the first part of that, but it's true. In the meantime, thanks everybody kindly for watching the show. It's been a great episode. We'll see you next week.
Right on.
Take care. Thanks, Trent. Take care, bro.
Yep, you bet.
Where are we? Here we go. Yeah,